not coming, or by this point in time, I'm just going to assume.
Oh wait, hold up! I gotta do something real quick.
Yep. All right, let's see. Let's make sure everything's up and running. Well, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
For some odd reason, not detecting my camera.
Not a Griffcast with us, but technical difficulties. Apparently, I can't talk today, so.
Yay!
Hello. Hey, Yellow Meltdown. Is Chris working right now, or is he going to make it later? Do you know? It was weird hearing my voice for somebody else's speakers. He is currently at work. Okay.
What a loser.
Thank you. Bless you. Bless you.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I'm just in there just talking to myself. That's what I get for muting my mic. Wild, have you fixed your camera yet?
Working on it. I might have to do a reset. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right. So Chris is going to be at work. We've got Wild having camera issues. We're off to a good start. Do 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 do. Actually,
I have to blow my nose or something. Wait, did I just say that out loud? I don't
You
know
did.
why the fuck I would say that out loud. That's fucking weird, man.
Thanks for the warning.
It's I don't know, allergies kicking my ass today.
That was me yesterday. I just could not function. Eyes were swollen up, nose was running, throat was closing up. Like,
If I was gonna be another minute or two, I'm gonna go take the opportunity to clean this shit out. I will also blow my nose.
ah. All right, let's go check over in the Discord real quick. Only a few hours left till Exorcist giveaway. Yay.
Exorcist giveaway? What is that?
Do 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 do.
Damn, Wild, what's your rig like, man? How long is it taking to do this restart?
Right.
I've restarted my PC 3 times since we've been waiting on it, man.
He does have two PCs that he has to boot up.
Now he's just showing off.
Like one's a streaming PC and one's his gaming rig.
I mean, does he need both to just
I don't know.
to do the show?
I do not know. Oh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
This is fun.
Right?
Kidding. Slightly kidding. Ooh, Sobs, you're caught up on The Boys?
Yes, I've seen the most recent episode.
Yeah.
It, I really, I want to see the next episode and see how they conclude this one, because it almost feels like they're going to try and wrap it up. Maybe not like this season, but possibly next season.
It came
Well,
through.
they've already announced that season 5 will be the final season.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Okay,
Well,
well, I guess that makes sense then.
I got it. I think I got it now. Whew.
Yeah, it's a little.
It was just showing me a blank screen every time I tried doing it.
oh, I don't even remember what that guy's name was. All right, we good? We ready?
Here.
Alrighty. And here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Griffcast episode 118. Yes, I'm Muxon-minded. The Mature Nerdy Podcast from Immature People, the show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comic books, movies, computer technology, and or science. I'm your host, and wow. I'm just...
King Neckbeard.
There you go. Welcome to the show. We are down one host today. He's out doing adult things. Trying to make that dollar.
He's a fluffer.
Damn.
Hey, I mean,
Man's out there trying to keep his life together.
You know, right? He's just trying to get a little. He's just trying to get that arm strength up good. And be in here looking like Papa.
the best part is his wife's in our chat.
She has to understand. I mean, if it's a respectable living, then what does it matter?
Hey,
It's a honest dollar.
Hey.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
They make a hell of a lot more than $20.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in this economy,
And if he's learning things that he can then bring home to you, it kind of sounds like a win-win to me, if you know what I'm saying.
Good.
Anyway,
See-
how's everybody doing this week? Are we doing good?
doing all right.
Doing good so far. Trying not to lose my mind. Don't.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm trying to. This is like the last, like 2 more weeks, and then TC what?
You did what?
I don't know what that emote is.
You gonna read it?
It says TC and then an egg with a face on it in a bucket.
You see this? I'm pulling it up.
It's probably
Who
like
said that?
Grizz's wife.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
It's the ice bucket challenge.
Anyway, I got like 2 more weeks left to try to wrap up this course, and then, but I got that ADHD, hyperfixation, last minute go time, so be all right. Passing my last couple exams, pretty good grades, so I'm happy.
What were we talking about? What type of exams? What type of courses?
I'm currently going through the Google courses for data analytics.
Okay.
So
I saw that. I might do it too.
Get into it, trying to find a position within the field, and then try to work towards figure out which field I want to, get into, whether it be like humanities or AI or something like that.
So you want to help bring down the entire world, then, huh? You want to get into AI? You want to try to help?
Wants to be part of the AI robot.
Hey,
Fucked up, man.
if it puts food on my table.
You're just there like, someone's going to destroy the world. Might as well be me. Someone's got to do it.
I mean, if someone's going to make those dollars, it may as well be you, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump into some things here. So Amazon apparently announced a new animated Batman show. It looks really good, but I have a few concerns.
I don't even know when they announced it, man. Like,
I don't either.
I was just scrolling through the feed and I saw this. I was like, yeah, man, someone posting some classic Batman. And it was just like, coming next week. I was like, I'm sorry, what now?
It's August 8th.
Okay, so not next week, but you know what I meant.
In less than a month. A couple of things that kind of concern me. One, Two-Face. They have the wrong side of his face is messed up.
It could be mirrored. Plus, we don't know. Like, is it tradition to have his?
Yes.
Or is it the right side of his face?
It's always his left. It's always his left. And then always his left.
I remember. I think I even remember in some of the. I think the one movie that he was in, it was his left.
Yep. In Dark Knight, left. When it was Tommy Lee Jones, it was his left.
Yeah, that's the one that I remember. Yeah,
Yep.
it was his left.
All right, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Comic books, it's his left. The old cartoon, it was his left. And then in this preview, it's his right. It's a nitpick thing, but
what if it's a reverse?
That's
what if it is essentially the left, but the image is just flipped?
it could be. It could be.
That's what
Is there any writing in the? Is there any writing or anything in the actual photo?
No, it's in the trailer. We can pull it up and watch it if you want.
Ooh, if it's in the trailer, yeah. Did they mess up? Did they mess up in the trailer?
So the other problem I have is, why is Alfred 300 pounds?
I thought Alfred was nimble, and there was actually, wasn't there a time where like Alfred, he knows like some jujitsu, like some Ong Bak junk that doesn't he know that? Because wasn't there some people that tried coming into the estate and he just laid down the smackdown on them?
All right, here, we'll pull it up.
But yeah, everything I'm finding actually does show Two-Face. It's his right side for the Cape Crusader anyway. The show.
Yeah. Now I'm digging the vibe. It's like 1935, 1940 noir detective Batman. I am digging that. Let's see here. Share your screen. Which screen are we sharing? Cape Crusader. Go live. There we go. And biggin. All right.
I don't remember Alfred though.
Asking the question on everyone's
When you said like
mind
Alfred was
these
300
days,
pounds,
What do you
I was just
think
thinking about
the Batman?
the boys, because they had a character that was like,
No, this is like old school back in the day. Me growing up, Batman.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
I won't say it's gonna be easy, but catching criminals is what we do.
Oh
So this one dresses
yeah.
up like Dracula, so
nostalgia,
what? We're
baby.
gonna take him down. What do we know about this Batman?
He's been beating the tar out of muggers and dope peddlers out there the last few weeks.
He's mostly been seen at night driving that hot rod of his 100 miles an hour.
And now he's even attacking our brave police.
Nice car.
This man is not a hero, he's a criminal. And his time in Gotham is up.
Mischief afoot, sir.
nostalgia though.
3 explosions in 2 weeks.
He's not that big.
Peculiar.
He's pretty big.
There's something more going on here.
I'm not sure how I like the voice though.
He's a little.
He's an itch.
I mean, it's a little
to get scratched.
robust.
A little on the bigger side, yeah.
Oh, everyone's just being.
Jessica does.
Dude, what was going on with her?
And all okay.
Yeah, Harley Quinn was a little off.
Harley Quinn look like a ninth grader Drew.
100 other monsters will show up to replace anyone you take down. Probably. But now they'll all know I'm coming for them.
mean, I do like it.
Sorry, August 1st.
Same difference. The animation does look.
I'm digging that.
Like, I'm digging the animation. I love the setting. I just have a few things that make me a little worried.
I have faith. I trust them. They'll be okay.
These are the same people that brought us Rings of Power.
These are the same people that also brought us The Boys and Invincible, and
All right, and Reacher, I'll give them that. But
oh my god, and Fallout. Yeah, Fallout was Amazon as well, right?
yeah, it was.
I have faith.
It's a coin toss. It's a coin toss, really. But,
I see what you did there.
Aha! I don't know. Looks good. At the same time, I will reserve judgment. I also don't know how they're going to release it. Amazon does like to do like, here's your first 2 episodes and then release on a weekly basis. So.
Oh, it's gonna suck too, because I imagine the episodes are gonna be short. I imagine they'll probably be 20 to 30 minutes.
You know what though? That's still longer than the old series.
Really? I mean, yeah, technically, I guess, with the commercials.
Yeah. Because you used to get 15 to 20 minutes of actual showtime.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm on the fence. It looks good. The setting looks good. I just have a couple of reservations. All right, minimize all this. Make sure that everything's running right. All right. And yeah, and we saw Two-Face in there twice, and it's the right side of his face. So,
You mean the wrong side of his face?
yeah. I mean, it could be one of those alternate universe Batmans, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't mind the voice too much. It's not Kevin Conroy, but
Yeah, I kind of felt like he was just trying to be Kevin Conroy too much.
yeah.
And I was just like, so that was my one thing about it. Like it's, you know.
Okay, so this next one kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. So Crunchyroll is getting ready to remove the comment section from their website. Now, I understand never having a comment section, but at this point in time, Crunchyroll and Funimation, they're now one thing. The comment section was used for 2 things. One, to tell you which episodes were filler, so you could just skip them.
True,
If you're,
true.
and the other one is you could flip through it and see how much the show was censored to be on Crunchyroll. Because Crunchyroll and Funimation does a lot of censoring.
Well, to argue the first point, I like me some filler episodes from time to time.
From time to time, yeah.
I mean, for the most part, they usually give a good amount of background story without progressing the, I guess the main story, so that you're not like, I guess trying to follow two plots at the same time, if that makes sense.
And how many times were we all like, oh yeah, so we're like, okay, we don't mind a filler, but then a filler is 4 episodes, and then we're like, there's only been 10 minutes that's passed. How is 4 episodes only like 10 minutes? Like, don't tell me. Like maybe like 1.
And
I'll even squeeze a 2, but not 4.
I can understand 4. Hell, I can understand 10. There are times though when there's shows I'm watching where there's an entire season of filler.
I've had that, especially with Naruto and Shippuden.
Yep, my point's exactly Dragon Ball.
But
Well, I'll say this about Naruto. Naruto's filler, usually,
background.
I like Naruto's filler.
Yeah, they provided a lot more background and character development. There was a couple episodes where it was like, a nonsense fetch quest that had nothing to do with anything at all.
Yeah.
And those were the ones I hate. Those are dumb. Or even the filler episodes where they just replay the main events of like the previous seasons.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Like someone's telling a story again, and they're just
like a flashback.
yeah, it's kind of like a flashback, and they're just like recovering the events as like they tell a story to the audience, and it's just replaying the episodes. Like, My Hero has done that a few times, and I was just like, that's annoying.
One thing that I find really annoying is when they'll do an entire season, and then the following season will be the exact same thing, but from a different character's perspective.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
It's the same story, but just from somebody else.
There were a couple times in like the beginnings of Naruto where it literally did that. It told it from one side and then is essentially the same story, just from a different perspective. So instead
I don't remember any of that. When did this happen?
I think it was one where what was her name? It's the chick main character.
Sakura.
It was instead of it being from like Naruto's perspective, it was from her perspective. Same story, I remember, because I was just like, this is stupid, and then I skipped the episode.
Was it the same story, or were they like was it like, similar events, or events happening at the same time? It was just her side of the story.
Exactly.
Like her events are happening at the same time as his events. There's no cross. There's two different events, but they're just happening at the same exact time.
Exactly. So I'm almost like, I mean, you could.
They did that a lot with her.
Yeah, they did it with a lot, and I was just like,
I mean, that's not the same thing. It's not like they're both seeing the same event from two different perspectives.
Usually
two different events happening at the exact same time.
Usually with Sakura, it's whenever they're getting ready to power her up.
exactly. It was always like Naruto's perspective, and then it was essentially somewhat of the same event, just from her perspective, and I did like a flashback, and I'm like, I'm okay. I know what's going to potentially happen. Just power her up, get it over with. Let's get to the good part.
One though that was really bad. Like one of my favorite animes is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon?
I remember.
The first season, absolutely freaking amazing. The second season is the first season from a different character's perspective. It's just like, I just wanted to continue. Just that's all I wanted.
Is it one of those things where it's like you're so excited for a new season, you're like, yes,
yeah,
and then you start watching it, and you're like, wait a minute, I remember it, and you get like a huge case of deja vu. You're like, I really feel like I've like seen this before, and you start going back, and you're like, this is the same crap.
Yeah, basically. Speaking of anime, so we do have 2 announcements for anime for anybody who likes anime. Next month would be the end of My Hero Academia on the manga. The manga's ending next month. And then Jujutsu Kaisen will be ending this year as well.
It better be a good ending.
Yeah.
It better be a good one.
My Hero is coming out right now. They have the new season 7 is coming out. I stopped watching it just so I can so I could just binge a shit ton of it at the same time.
Are we gonna talk about the new
Demon Slayer's doing Demon Slayer's doing the same thing. I'm not watching both. I'm like, I need that to build up. So
I need to give Demon Slayer another go.
Demon Slayer,
you didn't like Demon Slayer? Something's wrong with you, man.
It bored me to tears, man. It bored me to tears.
Bored you to tears?
What? Ain't no way.
I don't even know what you're doing.
Some anime does that though.
I mean, the first episode is like he comes
first
home and his
episode was
entire
tight.
family's butchered and everything.
Yeah, and then
First
his
episode was really
sister.
good. And then there's like just like 10 episodes of just nothing happening.
It's him training, the build up.
Yeah, it was only like 3 episodes of him training, like trying to cut
through the rock.
Yeah, it wasn't that long, and like even still, the cutting through the rock, that was a great story of him cutting through the rock because he's talking to characters that technically don't really exist. Their spirits are coming to him, so that was like a beautiful moment.
That sound more like a Castaway moment, but I mean
I don't think it was a Castaway moment. It's more like a I wouldn't say The Shining, but like he wasn't making them up. They were actually just presenting themselves to him because they were actual real characters that his master knew from like. He's like, how the fuck did he know their names and like and everything? You know, it was cool. It was a very spiritual moment.
Another
and then
one
after that, the shit just gets fucking. It's wild, and it's just constant action. Especially like when he's the
a newer one that's just getting going that's really good is Kaiju number 8. Really freaking good.
Kaiju number 8.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I don't know. You don't like Demon Slayer, and I gotta start reevaluating your anime selections.
I also don't like One Piece, but
I'm okay with that. I am okay with that.
I will say, like, to watch One Piece, you gotta have some like
patience.
So everybody's like, you gotta get past this arc. You gotta get past this arc. You gotta get past this arc. I gave that show 250 episodes, and I enjoyed like 5 of them.
I'm like, God, where am I? I'm like still on Sky Island.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, we're talking about dragging a fucking show out, man. I understand this is 1,000 episodes and shit, but I'm like, I'm still on Sky Island, and I'm just like, this is a lot. And like, they've been finding the people on Sky Island for like 40 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
And they haven't even seen them yet, though. They still haven't even seen like the villains of Sky Island. They've been fighting them, but like haven't seen them. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit, man?
Are we?
So getting... yeah, I'll allow that with One Piece.
Okay. Are we getting any more Fire Force? Does anybody know?
The fuck is Fire Force? That sounds badass.
It's
is it
fire wielding firefighters.
I think I've seen it. I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
It's made by the same people who did Soul Eater. It's the same artist and creator. Allegedly,
on the list. I haven't seen Soul Eater. That
allegedly, Fire Force is the prequel to Soul Eater. I just don't know how one leads to the other.
Oh, I was just actually reading into Fire Force just the other day. I was like, dang, this just don't look good.
Because like right off the bat, you're like, oh God, I cannot watch an anime about firefighters. And then you get into it and it's like, this is freaking amazing.
I know what it was. It was an episode where one of the guys, I'm guessing I'm guessing some former trainer or brother. And we're like, he was just like, I didn't tell you because I didn't think you were mature enough to handle it. And he was just like, show me your resolve. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Soul Eater's good. Fire Force is good. I've watched a lot of anime. I watch more anime than I do any TV. It's just better than like.
I'll allow that. That's a very true statement. I do think a lot of anime is a lot better than a lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get the credit that it deserves. People see it and they're like, oh, it's a cartoon. It's for children. I mean, 1, you're not wrong. But 2, it's also amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah, but a lot of times they also are very wrong. Sometimes that shit is not for children.
Yeah, very much so. One Punch Man.
What was it? No, I'm not talking about One Punch Man. One Punch Man is...
Well, there's a lot of them, honestly, but...
No, I was talking about, like, was it Elven Lies? I think it's Elven Lies.
Oh, like, shit, yeah.
I'm
not like, with that one, but...
when I was working at an office and I was going into work, like I would have like one monitor. It was like I was playing like anime and shows and stuff. Like while I was working the other monitor, it was fine. And I think I had like just finished Naruto Shippuden or whatever, and I was moving on to Elven Lies because I heard good things about it. I got 5 seconds to do that. To that first episode, I was like, nope, can't watch this at work.
Guyver. It's an oldie.
Oh man, I remember the live action movies. I never watched the anime.
Anime was so much better.
How do you spell?
I would hope so. The movies were just corny and cheap.
Yeah, Guyver.
Yeah, but I was really young at the time when I was watching those movies, and I thought they were good as a child.
Yeah.
And I still don't care. There's some people that don't like it, but I love Trigun. Absolutely love Trigun. There's so many people that are like, Trigun? Ugh. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Okay, no, hold on. Original Trigun, hands down, one of the best series out there, period. The remake that came out a few years ago, absolute hot garbage. Yes, they remade it.
Lame. Why would they do that?
What is this? Hold up.
Oh, that's gross. I don't even like it. Oh, that's nasty.
I watched the whole thing.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's TV PG. Ain't no way.
I got respect for you, bro. Like, they completely ruined his character design.
It ruins it way more than his character design. Like, Millie's not even in it until like the very last credit scene. Yeah. Now that we've been gushing about anime for the last 25 minutes.
We didn't really talk about the true topic about them getting rid of the comment section.
Oh yeah. It's more just a censorship thing. Censorship thing.
Yeah, they said they wanted to get rid of it because toxicity. People were just being toxic, and I'm like, give people the ability to talk without repercussions. They're going to say some stupid shit.
90% of the toxicity was to them. It wasn't to people versus people. Straight up. It was just like, hey, quit censoring shit, or when's the next episode of this coming, and that and this that. It's like, hey, when are we going to get our expanded library? Or, hey, why can't I get, use the movies that I bought?
Right.
So, I will maintain my Crunchyroll subscription just because it is the best at what it is, but I will also maintain my High Dive for watching shows that I want to watch uncensored. When an app comes out that is the best of both worlds, I will sacrifice both of those.
So when you're talking about censorship, I mean, what are the things that they're censoring? The only thing that I can really think about was with the first, I guess, iteration of Naruto, with they had the scene where Naruto's getting up in Sasuke's face and they end up kissing. They cut that, but that's the only thing that I can really think about.
I do not know that one. They cut a lot of gore. They cut
do they?
They cut all nudity. So High School of the Dead, amazing anime, but it's filled with nudity.
And this is Crunchyroll doing it, and not just the Americanized versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried going in with a what is it called again? The thing where you can go and act like you're from a different server.
VPN.
Yeah.
VPN.
I haven't tried hopping into it with a VPN because I know that Virginia is very strict on corn.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My sensitive ears. How could you say such a word that would?
All I said was all I was talking about was cornflakes.
Gotta be careful where you say that word. All right.
I was thinking that I was going to suggest that maybe Crunchyroll kind of get with the times and offer parental controls.
They have them.
Allow mature content.
They have
it.
But
everything is censored under allow mature content.
Virginia has its own. What was it?
Wait, you're talking about Virginia? Or you're talking about Crunchyroll?
I'm talking about Crunchyroll.
Oh,
so Crunchyroll has an option to allow mature content, and yet they still cut it.
Yep.
Especially if you live in Virginia.
I need to set a VPN to California and see what happens.
You got to understand. You got to understand.
That would be it. That's going to be better.
You got to understand where Virginia lies. So Virginia lies right in that that little belt right there, and yeah, that ain't good.
Okay. Let me clarify. California allows everything when it comes to the form of entertainment.
Because a good portion of that said entertainment is developed,
produced there.
Yeah. So it would be kind of messed up to be like, oh, okay, we're gonna produce it, but we're not gonna allow it. Yeah.
It's there, Florida. But all right. So apparently Redbox is shutting down. Which, who didn't see this coming?
I'm gonna be real. I thought Redbox shut down decades ago.
They've been going
How
for
is that
like
how
2
is it even
decades.
still a thing?
Like
I still see them outside of like CVS's and stuff.
Mhm. Like it used to be an amazing, like Redbox itself replaced all video stores.
Did it replace video stores, or was it just a better option than having Netflix?
It was a better option than Netflix.
So Redbox is the upgraded version of
Original
Blockbuster.
OG.
Oh yeah, except it was just
Redbox.
a little bit more convenient. You could when you're rolling into the grocery store, you see a Redbox, you're like, oh, do they have the movie that I'm looking for? Oh, they do. I'm gonna grab it real quick. It's only $1. Sweet.
Yeah. So it was that, and also, now with streaming services and Amazon and Google allowing you to just rent movies that are on video, so you can spend $6 and not have to worry about putting on pants.
Yeah.
You could go to Redbox and not put on pants. I've seen it happen. They're usually at Walmart's.
Technically, in a sense, you're not inside of the establishment because a lot of times they are outside. So they only require pants and shoes inside of the establishment.
Fair. Okay. If you are a decent human being.
But to be fair, I mean, were Redbox is really out of outside of like decent human being establishments?
Yeah.
Were they out in front of Ruth Chris? Were they
They were out in front of like Kroger's and Food Lions and
a chicken spot at the corner.
Mostly saw them at Walmart's and then also Kroger's and stuff.
Yeah, grocery stores outside of Walgreens, that kind of thing. Maybe they're shutting down because they're not getting the traffic they need at the major cities anymore, since all the stores that they're sitting out in front of are all closing down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a topic that we could talk about off screen.
What the stores that they're, I mean, I think that kind of applies because plus they're kind of like nerdy kind of stuff. People are getting their food and stuff delivered, or getting them the grocery pickup, so they're not even really leaving the car to walk past the red boxes. Also, maybe I didn't realize that Redbox was still going, or maybe I did realize that Redbox was still going. Didn't they try to launch a streaming service?
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they just couldn't compete.
I mean, with Netflix, Hulu.
Did they put it under the same concept though, where you don't pay a monthly subscription, you kind of find the movie you want and you can rent it for $2 or $3?
I never looked into it.
I think it was kind of like Netflix. I think they really did try to compete, but I honestly, for me, it was just like Redbox was just like the Blockbuster replacement. And then it was just like, it didn't quite get to the punch fast enough like Netflix and Hulu did.
Does anybody else remember every single Blockbuster in existence somehow, or every single video rental place in existence somehow was always next to a Chinese restaurant?
Can't say stuff like that.
See, the one that we went to was not next to. It was next to a what is that? Radio Shack.
Radio Shack? Mine was next to an Outback Steakhouse, which is still there.
Which I will say that there is a Radio Shack in existence still.
Yes, there is.
And it's actually in Virginia.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah. There's still one in Roanoke.
Is there really still one in Roanoke?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or at least last time I was in Roanoke, I saw one. I mean, it's been a minute, but
you're doing the same thing as Blockbuster. Just I mean, they can't be if they're in Virginia. How there's still a Radio Shack still operational? Yeah.
Okay, so this
also
one. Go ahead.
Also, how you know Redbox is shutting down? I just went to their website and it's just oops. Even on the main splash page, it's just like, oops, something went wrong. We don't know what happened.
My bad.
You can't see anything at all. So yeah, it's definitely going. I was just trying to like see if I could like check the prices and like I don't know, like yeah, Redbox perks. Oh, this actually came up. Okay, here we go. How points work? I don't care about points. I just want to know how much it is. Is it a subscription? Ooh, yeah, on demand. Ooh, they even had free movies on demand? I mean, I can't see them now because it's... Oops.
This one actually surprised me. So apparently Skydance is buying Paramount.
That is... Oh, that's right. I mean, it is very surprising, but...
Like, I would have thought that would go the other way around.
It's... They're not buying... They're not buying. They did something weird where they're like buying creative control. So they're not buying the studio, but they're buying creative control. Yeah.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
It was fucking weird. And it's like buying creative control so they can have more of a say of like what's produced, what's shown, and what's where. I'm also impressed that Skydance would have the, I'm not saying Skydance is a slouch or anything. I mean, they're very, very powerful, production company. I wouldn't imagine they would have, the capital to be able to buy fucking Paramount.
Yeah, for $8 billion.
I mean, I imagine Paramount as a whole is worth way more than that. But even still, the Skydance to have like, $8 billion in income to, spend on creative rights for Paramount is
Does anybody have Paramount Plus?
Huh?
I do.
I have Paramount Plus, yeah.
Is there anything on there worth watching?
I watched a couple of things on there. That was pretty good. Oh, fucking what is it? It's Star Trek Lower Decks. I wasn't really a Trekkie, so I've never really watched too much Star Trek show. But that show was fucking funny. That's a good show. Lower Decks, that's a funny ass show.
Oh,
and I mostly got Paramount Plus just because
that's where the Halo show was, right?
Yes, that's where the Halo show was. I didn't buy it for Halo. I bought it for NFL because I was trying to watch more NFL games.
Okay.
And I had a good price on it. I didn't have cable at the time. I mean, I still don't have cable.
Like another part of me wanted to watch Twisted Metal, but
that's on Peacock, and it was also a great show.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't bring myself to hit all these subscription services.
I was talking to other people about this earlier in the week because Last of Us came out, and then there was Twisted Metal on Peacock, and then there was Fallout, and like those three shows just coming out back to back to back was reset the bar for how video adaptations can be for shows and movies.
Video game adaptations, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was curious about Twisted Metal because of how are they gonna go from one to the other, but
yeah, I mean clearly like Twisted Metal doesn't really have a plot, the games anyway, from like at least what I can remember. I mean you're selecting your car and you're going through matches, getting to the the final round or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But in Twisted Metal
every character had their own story.
Right. But I mean you don't like experience their story as you play the game, but like going through the show, you're playing as like a generic, he's not any one of the main characters that you had seen in the show or anything.
I thought he was
but
Axel.
Like you encountered, huh?
Was he not Axel?
I don't remember.
I'll look it up.
Damn it! You made me look it up. He could have been. Anthony Mackie. Who did you play? Yeah, he was just John Doe. That's right. Yeah, he was just John Doe. He was the guy that lost his memory.
Okay.
He's trying to get it back, and I mean, like, his story was pretty cool because they're trying to go in the background. He's trying to figure out who he was and everything. And I'm not going to tell you that because it's going to be a spoiler. But I mean, his story was good. I mean, they're trying to like go across the country. Technically, I think at the end, because I mean, he's kind of like he's a driver. He's a package delivery guy, transporter. And so that's how he experiences most of the people and most of the other characters, like Sweet Tooth and just other characters that he comes across. And it's at the end that where someone is like, I'm putting together a game. It's called Twisted Metal. So, but I mean, his story was pretty cool. The plot of the show is really cool. You approve?
Okay. All right. So apparently they're going to end support for Exoprimal now, which I don't know anybody who's still playing that game.
I played it for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool concept. I mean, you're just getting swarmed by dinosaurs and you're in an exosuit just like slaying dinosaurs. So that was really cool. And then
Cool premise, but not enough, no longevity to it.
I mean, I guess there could be. It's like, it's your average looter shooter where you're just going through monotonous missions that all feel the same. You're just shooting shit the whole time. You're not even really paying attention to the story. You're kind of just there.
It blows my mind because like the servers are still up for Outriders, and nobody's playing that game anymore. So it's like, how bad is it if, and don't get me wrong, I love Outriders. I mean, hell, the servers are still up for Anthem.
Are they?
Yeah.
I can't believe that, actually.
I mean, these looter shooter live service games, they've all seemed to have a path. Pretty good path that they're all following. So we're talking about Anthem, Exoprimal, Outriders, the one in the next topic.
Well, Outriders was never live service. It was just online only. Outriders
Anthem?
wasn't live service. It was just online only.
Okay. I'm still going to group it in there. It was not live service. They had live service components where they were bringing out different like missions depending on whatever. I don't care.
They did a few updates after the game launched, and then they did an expansion, and that was it.
Okay.
But like no seasons, no microtransactions, no nothing. It was just here's the game.
That.
Here's the game. We hope you enjoy it. You're going to play online because of our multiplayer feature. And then a couple months later, here's the expansion. All right. That's it. We're done.
Okay. Did Anthem have microtransactions? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
It was
Every
an EA
game
game.
could have microtransactions, and I could not. Yeah, no shit. I just pay so little to microtransactions. I just block it out. I mean, they could have the most attractive thing in microtransactions. I'm just going to ignore it. So I'm like,
Sometimes I have trouble ignoring it,
all.
depending on how badass it is.
I mean, it could be the coolest fucking looking suit of armor ever. I'm just like, no thank you. Deviant, and it's just like,
I wish I had that kind of willpower. I have technically bought Diablo like 5 times over by now.
what about microtransactions that you put in it with skins and stuff? Shit.
So between buying the digital deluxe, the physical deluxe, the expansion digital deluxe, plus all the seasons, plus I'm a fanboy.
Wait, how many deluxe issues are there? To say that again. And just because you bought the base digital deluxe that didn't include all this shit to begin with?
So the physical deluxe and the digital deluxe were completely separate packages. So the digital deluxe came with a bunch of in-game stuff. The physical deluxe came with a bunch of collectibles. Like, it's over here on my shelf.
Okay, so you bought the physical for the collectibles.
Yes.
Okay. And then you just bought the digital just to have it digitally?
So the physical edition did not come with a game.
Oh. I mean, I guess you could just say that. You just got the collectibles. You just bought the collectibles. All right. I'll allow that. That's cool. That's good trader stuff. But, so buying the digital deluxe edition, whenever it didn't come with the DLC or even like one or two DLCs just bundled in for price.
It did.
You still had to buy those, and then you bought the deluxe edition of those?
It comes with, when you buy the digital deluxe of the core game, it comes with one season. And there's 4 seasons a year. The game's been out for almost 2 years.
Okay, but a season is not the DLC or anything. It's just...
Sorry, 1 year. It's been out for 1 year.
It's your
right, the
season pass.
DLC is not out till this October. The expansion pack is not out till this October. That continues the story. It's basically Diablo 4 2. It's like Blood and Wine for The Witcher 3.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 did some shit like that, where they like slowly released the campaign missions. I don't think you had to buy them or anything, but they still slowly released them over time. And
That's what Destiny does.
Just like,
everything's time gated in Destiny. Kind of really kills the mood sometimes when you're just trying to like plow through it and be like, never mind.
I just want to play solo. I just want to play the campaign. I mean, it's a solo campaign. Why not release it all at the same time? Why are you releasing it like you're a TV show in weeks at a time? It's horseshit. That's just me just saying things.
Speaking of microtransactions, though, apparently the First Descendant is not going to recover. They're being overly aggressive with their microtransactions, and apparently they just introduced a new item that makes it pay to win.
I don't know about the pay to win item. I mean, I was playing the First Descendant a little bit, but I mean, yeah, they are very aggressive with their microtransactions. I mean,
it's a free to play game. They're allowed to be, but
they even added a thing that's like, you know, like every time you start the game up, or like when you start the game up, it's like, hey, buy the season pass, you know, buy this, and you can turn it off. Like when you first boot it up for the day, you can turn it off so that they don't show you again for the day. But you're clicking that, and you're like, don't show me again for the rest of the day, and it says for the rest of the day. But when I boot it up tomorrow, it's gonna fucking just
right back on it.
the question I have is like, if you're playing at like 11 o'clock and you say, don't show me the rest of the day, and then you do something and it rolls over to say 1 o'clock, is it going to pop up again?
No, it's not gonna pop up. It's every time you boot the game up.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's not like wow, you're fucking playing and you're shooting shit. It's just no, I'm getting shot at. Stop.
That's why I stopped playing. Was it Raid Shadow Legends? There was one time I booted the game up and I had 21 pop-ups before I could play the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, First Descendant is like that. I mean, I'm sure they'll get more aggressive and it'll be more and more. It's only like 2 or 3 right now, but like as they add shit, and I mean, just like everything's a fucking microtransaction. Like every single thing is a fucking microtransaction in that game. So like, there's a way to unlock. So like, once you choose your first character, like you go through a couple missions and you get your second character. And I mean, I have a couple hours in that game, but I haven't been down to the point where I can unlock my third character. I mean, like you have to like progress like severely through the story, and go through stuff in the story and like collect these, you know, like I don't know, the fuck am I gonna call them? I don't even know what to call them. Like you collect these sphere things that you can, and like you can like, you know, bring in that one person to do research to unlock the next descendant, the next character. Or you can just be fucking lazy and just buy them, and you can just buy all of them. And then if you want the ultimate versions of them, you have to buy those. If you want skins, I mean, they have a fucking ton of skins. I mean, they've broken everything down into a microtransaction, down to their hair, their makeup, what they're wearing, backpacks. I mean, weapon skins for different weapons.
That's just absurd.
They all have different outfits. I mean, I think they were even breaking it down to like what you want to wear in your arms, what you want to wear in your legs, and like an overall body.
You know what's funny is Warframe does the same thing. The difference is Warframe, free to play, you have to go look for the microtransactions.
Yeah, and this is what everyone, like a lot of people, and some of the guys that I play with, been playing with, they compare it to Warframe a lot. But I mean, the microtransactions are even heavy. Like even to unlock, you can unlock extra gear slots, and they even like it goes like all the way up to like 100 different like gear slots. I'm like, but like you have to buy every single one of them. I think the gear slots is something that you can't just unlock. You have to buy them.
Like, do they give you like passive bonuses and stuff?
Huh?
I mean,
yeah. So like these gear slots are like I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even pay that much attention to it. I was just playing it, and I'm like, all right, I can equip this item, I can equip this item, I can equip this item. All right, cool. But like,
you mean like in your inventory?
Yeah, they're in the inventory. It's like something for like your shield, something, other things. I can't describe it to you because I'm not paying that close attention.
I'm going to look at that because that's 100% pay to win. Like if you are limited in what you can equip based on how much money you spend, that's 100% pay to win.
Yes. And you can equip more things. Like you have 4 gear slots to start off with, or I mean just in general, and then you can buy more, and like it was like up to 100. You can have like 100 gear slots, and I was like, that's fucking nuts.
That
And yeah, the gear gives you, some of these gear give you, buffs to like, to your XP or to your HP, to your shield. So yes.
Nope. But we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up here.
Appreciate the offer, though.
Like I played the beta. It was fun. It's good gameplay.
Shooting is fun, but I mean, like the missions, though. The missions are maybe I'm just not far enough. But like all the missions I've done, like in every area that I go to, like you go and like you interact with this beacon, and then you just shoot shit. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just shooting shit. Sometimes I have to pick something up and put it in a bucket, and then after that, I'm like.
Just
yeah, sometimes you pick up, it's like you're shooting people, like you'll kill enemies, and then you have to go pick up something that they drop and put it in a bucket, like you're like collecting their DNA or whatever. Then there's other times where like you're defending these points, just make sure that they don't get in the points, and then other times it's just kill as many things in the fucking area as you can, and it's just like those just cycling back and forth as you go to new areas, and like there's a bunch of like, I guess biomes. Yeah, there's a bunch of biomes on the map. And when you go to a new biome, there's like 5 different areas, and you progress through one. You progress through them one by one, interacting with the beacons, doing the missions, and then just going to the next one. And the story is so fucking dumb. I don't even understand. I didn't understand the story, but you had to talk to a shit ton of people all the time. You had to talk to so many fucking people, and I am so glad they have a skip. So as soon as I talk to somebody, I'm just hold, skip. I don't even fucking care. I'm just gonna go shoot shit.
Yeah. But, all right, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you all for coming and watching. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We will see you all next week. Yeah.